Hi grade 10s, really missing your faces. Would have loved to rather be with you in class explaining this, but we have to deal with the best we've got. Okay guys, so this we will definitely do physically in class. This is just to get the content around it and to understand it, and then we will physically do it in class so that we can check each other and see what our habits are when we get to our bodies. Okay, so this we call the correct position. Okay, in drama we say it is the natural position to start in. Okay, so what this means is your body is aligned so that you can portray any character from a natural, neutral point of view. Okay, now you get different types of people. Now you can think of yourself and your posture, and be honest with yourself. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody has habits that they incorporate. So this is the first postural position. So I'm pretty sure you know of someone who is a noodle. You know of someone who leads with their torso and has a little bit of an arched back. Okay, this normally happens to very tall people. So they try and shrink themselves to fit in because they are so tall. Okay, so each one of these postures has to do with leading with a certain part of your body. Okay, so the noodle, as you can see here, let me just get my pointer up here, leads with the torso. Okay. Second one is nosy. Okay, leading with the nose. Normally, this type of person is a very nosy people. It's those people who always come in and want to hear what's going on. Okay, teachers often have this posture because they lead with their noses. Okay, the next one leads with the chest. So this is normally evident in girls. Girls who walk very upright, but they walk so upright that they push out their bums. And so the chest is pushed forward. Okay. Then we have our neutral, but we'll get to the neutral. This normally happens to quite overweight people. They lead with their stomachs. Okay, so as people push out their stomach, walk like that, normally males who have this posture. Then we have the pushed in bum. So it's almost like you're clenching something there in your bum. Okay. And lastly, the bum isn't pushed out, so the difference between the on guard and the goose pushes out the bum. The guard does not push out the bum, but the chest only. Okay, so when we take on these positions, when you naturally take on this position, it's difficult for you to manipulate your body to form a character, because you already have your own habits in place before you start the character. We want to be in the natural, correct position for us to take on a character, the neutral position. So what is a neutral position? Okay. You start with your feet. Your feet are hip width apart. What does that mean? Your toes are in line with your hips. So I want you to quickly take your hands and feel for your two hip bones. Some of us more prominent than others. If those hip bones stick out, then it's more prominent. Okay, so you feel your hip bones. Place your feet, your middle toe, in line with your hips. Okay, that is the natural position for your legs to stand in. Your knees are relaxed, not locked. Okay, if you lock your knees, you become into that goose position because then that pushes your bum out and your chest forward. And we don't want that to happen. We want our knees relaxed. Okay, the hips are centered. Okay, so you mustn't slant to the one side or the other side. The hips must be centered. The chest slightly pushed out. That is just to make your back straight. Okay, so slightly upright. The spine in a natural S curve. Okay, the spine forms a natural S curve. That is why you push your chest out slightly so that you can have that S curve in your spine. Okay, shoulders are relaxed, so not pushed up, pulled back, or pulled down. They are just relaxed. The neck is elongated, so your neck must be straight at the back. It's almost like somebody is pulling a little string up so that your neck is straight. So the neck must be straight, but the spine has an S curve. Okay? And your head must look straight out, not pushed forward or pulled back, straight forward and not tilted to either side. Okay, so when you're standing in the neutral position, you will feel uncomfortable because each one of us has a habit of pushing something forward or leaning back. That is something that comes with age. A baby is born very loose. A baby can move in any direction without even hurting themselves. But as we grow older, as certain things happen to us, we develop habits. And these habits influence our posture. And so we no longer have a natural posture. So if we look at this picture of this guy, you would see that his back is very arched. This is not a neutral position because his spine, firstly, is not in an S curve. His neck is definitely not straight and his head is pushed forward. So if you have to analyze a picture of a person and adjust them to be in the natural position, the optimal position, then you need to know where to fix him so that he is neutral. Okay, this guy, chest pushed forward, so he must push his chest back, form a natural S curve with his spine. Okay, push his head a little bit forward because his head is pulled back. Unlock his knees, definitely. You see his knees are locked, and that's why all these other things happen. So you must unlock his knees. And his shoulders should be relaxed. Okay, a habitual change of body. Because we are on our phones all the time, our necks are not elongated. Our necks must be here. Head must not be pushed forward. Shoulders should be relaxed. Okay. Same habitual change. So her neck needs to be elongated, head centered, shoulders relaxed. Okay. Legs hip width apart, hips facing the front, shoulders relaxed, head straight, spine in the S curve. Shoulders relaxed, spine S curve, hips pushed back, neck seam spine. Okay, So in any picture, any person, you need to be able to fix them to first get to the natural position. Why do we need to get into the natural position? We want to be in the natural optimal position so that you can portray any character. So that you can become a granny that is slanted forward. And you can adjust your body to formulate that. But if you have already got your habits in place, it is difficult to change it in order for you to create a character. So I think this is the last slide, and I don't want it to just stop abruptly. So guys, I want you to look at yourself, see in what category you fall, and how you can adjust yourself to formulate the natural position. And definitely, the natural position you have to know off by heart. You have to know your feet need to be hip width apart, knees unlocked, hips forward, natural S-curve of the spine, elongated neck, head forward. Okay, you need to know all those things off by heart.